Welcome back.
House cats.
Oh, man. Sundance.
Come on, man.
I want to go to Sundance. I'm sick of being quarantined, dude. I want to go to Sundance.
Sundance is the Met Gala in Park City.
It's the cold Met Gala.
Well, I would say Merry Gala.
It is the Merry Gala. Yeah, dude, I'm watching this show. I'm seeing these ladies hang out, and I keep thinking, like, where aren't they wearing their masks? And then I realize, oh, it hasn't hit yet.
It hasn't. Oh, that's up for a rude awakening. Oh. But damn it, come on, man.
So far, so good, man.
Yeah.
To the listeners, thanks for listening, first off.
Appreciate you.
Do us a favor. Rate us on Apple iTunes. Review us. When you do that, it gives us a little bump, gives us a little bit more exposure. Also, we're on YouTube. I don't know if a lot of people know that. We just started this thing. We got videos on YouTube now. So check us out if you're more of a visual person. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into it.
Also, shout out to Lisa. You know, she reposted us.
She did.
Yeah.
Lisa.
We were still waiting for that tequila. Lisa.
I mean,
also shout out to I seen the Housewives watch this story, so appreciate y'all. We will be talking about y'all. I don't have any favorites yet. Continue.
we're getting excited. This is getting fun. We're getting to know these ladies. It's starting to become very real.
I'm ready.
It's no longer just like Crazy Town. It's a little bit like we're seeing the depth.
I'm getting the vibes.
We're getting the vibes. So we get into this thing, kind of like the normal flash cut, right? Where you see each lady for a few minutes. I loved how we see Lisa in her bed, just like, okay, we got this party at this time at this party, and then what's her husband doing? What's he doing? She's up with the glasses, the classic, like, okay, it's 4 a.m. We got the party at 6, and this and this and that. And what's he doing?
Oh God,
he's out.
Yeah, he's
not even awake. He's just sitting there like,
what's
happening to me right now?
Hey, this is
he's holding on to his Rolex.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God! I said, is it about to happen? Like that guy
he's just like, okay, I got it. One more day.
one more day. Like she has this guy trained. John,
we'll get into that. Okay, we'll get into that. But you're absolutely right. Then they cut over to Meredith and the son, fashion designer. Dude, this kid
is annoying.
No,
I said it.
Okay, I get that. I could understand if you think he's annoying. What I like about him is I feel like he's the long lost brother of the Kardashians, and they just plucked him and put him in Utah.
So you saying that's not even Meredith's son? That's I
feel like he's such a like West Hollywood.
Yes.
Just kind of like, yes. I don't have time for anyone type thing, which is such like a just energy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That it's so not Utah.
Yeah. And that's why he stands out, because his energy is so not Utah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like you know that he just has fantasies about like leaving Utah and going to like LA.
Oh my God. He's like, what am I doing here?
What am I doing in Hate
It's Town? So mono. His voice is so monotone. But Meredith, her voice is so monotone. But
they definitely have the same vibe.
But all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then we cut over to Jen blading around. Just blading around. I mean, what's that office, by the way? Is that just like his... I'm starting to feel like, so she's like blading in, right? She's like, you've been all crazy. And then it says Jen's first assistant, but it's like this gorgeous office. So either she rents the office for him, or he's like a guy that is like a business guy, and just for the sake of the show, he's calling himself her first assistant.
Or option number 3, it can be an extra space storage. Right.
Okay.
It's one of those space where they just like let's prop up.
It's like public storage.
Public storage, like like upstairs is like yes,
right.
And downstairs is where you just have all the the garages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Jen is a phony. I said it.
Okay.
I want you to think about this, boy, before I go.
Well, she looks. First of all, you ever seen the
She played a part.
You ever seen the show? What's it called? Hunger Games.
Oh, I love the Hunger Games.
She looks like the main chick in Hunger Games.
Don't
like the scary one.
Ever.
You know the one that's like, hello, and she wears like the weird suit coats, and she goes like. Well, no, she's the one that sends the people, like she's like the head of the bad people.
Oh, I thought she was calling her.
No.
She's Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
Okay.
The one who's just like, yes.
Yes.
And she's got the crazy outfits and the makeup, and she's always got like crazy, like every time she's on, I used to call her Blade Runner. Now she's Hunger Games.
She's Hunger Games.
She has like, she doesn't dress in clothing. Yeah. She's in costumes.
I used to hate that girl in the Hunger Games lipstick. Like she had that one little strip. It's so crazy. But yes, I kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of.
She's got that like
that vibe.
evil Hunger Games.
Yes,
Going on.
energy is not magnetic. It's not authentic. Let me just ask you this question, right?
Okay.
You're a businessman. I'm pretty sure you've been around several businesswomen in your life.
Of course.
I think if you're a well-respected businesswoman, you don't rollerblade. You don't have your assistant fan you. You don't have 4 assistants. Like no one is never that busy to have 4 assistants.
Yes.
I think this girl is just lonely. Okay, I really think this girl is just like, she wants to be loved. She wants to have the attention on her, the narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that she's putting up this facade that, she's all this business. She's all like busy, the glamour, the life.
You don't see Meredith or Lisa have an assistant.
None. And it's Salt Lake. How many people? When are you too busy to be Salt Lake? Like what do you? I watch Beverly Hills Housewives.
Sure.
I dabbled over there in those streets. None of them have 4 assistants.
Right. None of them.
Okay. So Jen, you in Park City, right? Throwing like these parties.
Yeah.
And you have 4 assistants and you rolling around in blades and you having your assistant fan you.
Yeah.
The level of and any assistant wouldn't be like that disrespectful. Like to a point like I gotta fan my boss. That's fake. She's a liar. I go with your first thing. That guy really has his own business. He's doing it because he's probably madly in love with Jen.
Okay.
And this is probably kind of like one of his things that he was like, man,
He's a simp for Jen.
A simp for Jen.
Okay.
And listen, a well-respected assistant would not go. That's basically, if she tell that dude, listen, I dropped my food off the floor. Can you eat it and tell me if it's good or not? He'll do it. Is that an assistant? That's a slave to me.
Well, maybe he doesn't even know he's being called the assistant on the show.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's just a friend. And she shows up with the camera crew and goes, hey, I'm going to visit you at your office. Oh, cool. Let's hang out. Oh, it's great. And he's kind of he helps with some things, planning. And then after the show, she's like, can you put down he's my assistant? So that every time he rolls up, it just says first assistant. And he has no idea that he's being called that. Here's my thing. I think
that's so funny.
I think her whole life is like, she doesn't really work, or there's no real like specific business that she has. It's always kind of random. Like she throws parties for her friends, you know?
Yeah.
What I think is going on is that she's faking it, but only in the way that like, I want to just be like these other girls that have assistants and have businesses. So she's just creating like an environment for it. Like this. Here's what I would liken it to. There's rappers who own Lambos, and there's rappers who rent Lambos.
Of course.
She's the renter.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like faking it till she makes it. She's kind of like, well, I want to look like a boss, so I'm going to collect all the things that a boss has, but I don't really know what to do with it once I have it because I don't have anything I need assistance for.
Bro.
So I'm just going to rollerblade around and have you fan me, and like it'll be fun and be a joke, but like.
But don't you think it's a little over? I get what you're saying, creating that environment. It's all about if the public, let's put it from the consumer.
It's perception.
Exactly, the perception. The consumer standpoint, like this girl got it.
Right.
Oh my God, I want to live the Jen life. But don't you think she's overdoing it though?
Yes.
Like 100%.
Because she doesn't know what it is. So she's just playing this role and she's like testing it out. So on the DL, we got DM'd from a listener who grew up and lives in Utah.
Don't tell me Whitney is looking for me. Baby, listen. You could have DM'd me. I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of DMs. If you are, baby, just let me know. Justin is out of here. Come on. I'm sorry.
So
was it Whitney?
It wasn't Whitney, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Come on, baby. Let's take you.
I would have texted you immediately.
Okay.
This is a random Good Samaritan who hit us up and said, "Hey, by the way, I grew up in Utah. I grew up going to the same high school as her kids."
Who, Jen's?
Jen's kids.
Okay.
Apparently, and this is just what I heard. The whole thing's kind of a fake. Like the house is a rental, the cars are rentals, the like assistant, like all the money is kind of not really. It's all fake. It's all like fake. You know what I mean? It's like. And like because the husband's just like a coach who makes probably good money, but like not the money that she's
not Nick Saban,
right? So apparently it's kind of like your point is proven right that it's like it's just balling on a budget.
Do you think the producers kind of like want her to like play into that role?
I think that's her role. So I think that's who she is all the way through. I think she wants to be a socialite. She wants to be like the hot chick in town. She wants to be everyone talks about. Oh, that crazy wild girl. But I think realistically, she's just like. She's renting the Lambos, she's renting the house. She's like renting the lifestyle to make it look like that's her.
Now, is this person, the person that DM'd you, is it very credible source that you
I
can
think so. I mean, I don't know exactly, but it was out of nowhere, and the person is like lives in like. She said, "I want to remain anonymous," and it was like a full blown like, "Hey, by the way, like I grew up. I know these people. Just as a heads up, while you're talking about this, like this is the real deal." And I was like, "We sensed it,
Yeah.
but." That seems interesting.
I'm gonna roll with it because
it doesn't seem. It seems like it matches. It lines up.
Yeah,
you know. What I mean?
Like again, and I've been around plenty of respectful business women. They don't carry like that. They don't show their ass. They don't go to these little jacuzzis. I know we're speeding up, but they don't go to these jacuzzis with the little
wild.
Yeah, showing
absolutely
her ass.
Wild.
Even Whitney, and I wanted her to show that ass, but
she was respectful.
Respectful. You see what I'm saying? And she like you know what I mean. She doesn't have bread like Jen. Claim she has, but I'm just saying any like boss,
right.
You're a boss. She says she's self-proclaimed.
There's no confidence in it.
No confidence.
It's like let me overdo it, like so crazy.
Come on.
But I kind of feel bad in a little bit because it does kind of just seem like someone who's like super insecure and like wants to be a part of the socialite community.
I get it,
you know
but
what
chill
I mean?
out sometimes. She came in my girl Mary, so it's never. I will never. I already told you, Team Mary all the way.
Also, why is that guy, the assistant guy, what's his necklace? Did you notice what the necklace he was wearing?
It was like some white kind of thing.
It was like a huge, like these huge ball beads. I mean, they were literally like golf balls.
Yeah, it was like,
he looked like the guy from Moana. Like it looked like some sort of weird, like.
I think Jen probably dressed him.
It was absolutely. He was wearing like a regular shirt too, so it didn't match. That was kind of made my blood boil.
He was not at work.
Queen Lisa's running around being a boss, right? She's planning. Lisa. She's like tearing that down and take that and dust that. Get all these need to go. You know, just classic, like you know.
I love Lisa. Lisa also she reached out. Of course, she's gonna send us some wine and also very loving.
Or no, tequila.
Tequila. I'm sorry. Tequila. I apologize, but if you want to send us some wine, Lisa,
if you have any wine laying around, we'll take it.
Lisa is. I love the businesswoman. I love that side. Now now switch over from Jen and just like let's just transition to like how Lisa's running around controlling stuff on her phone, just bossing people around and stuff like that. I love that. I love a woman at work.
You do love that.
Oh, when power? Oh my God. And I love
a woman with something to do.
Something to do. If a woman look busy, don't be busy. Just look like you're busy. Right. I can't talk to you right now, babe. I'm sorry. Oh my God. And that makes me want to turn. Well, wait, no, I just want to say, what did you want to say? I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
I miss you. You know, just something like that. You know what I mean? The whole time I was watching Lisa, I was talking to my TV like, no, babe, I miss you. And she, you know.
Yeah. You were interacting with her. It slipped out.
It slipped out.
I get it.
And the fact that she's running around, and of course, she's the queen. I mean, the self-proclaimed queen of Sundance. Yeah. So of course, naturally, she's gonna be busy. But when she's running around and she ordering like taking orders and dishing them out, you notice she needed another soldier. And when I say soldier or assistant, I'm talking about her partner. And in this next clip,
her trained dog.
Well, we don't know yet. All I see is a U-Haul pull-up. Oh, and he had all this stuff in the back. And
Johnny boy.
Johnny went to work.
Johnny boy was like, here for duty. And she's like, get your ass back in the car.
Yo, that interview, and listen, when I heard him, when he finally spoke, it solidified everything you were saying on the show.
That he's been trained.
He's been trained.
And then they nailed it when they was like, did he train you for this interview? Or did she train you for the interview? And he was like, I can neither confirm nor deny. It was great. I mean, the guy is literally like, and he even said like, we own our companies together. And I'm like, please.
You said that. You see a guy.
I said it, dude. I know what it's like. I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
When a guy is just basically like an intern. I mean, Lisa's just too powerful.
Too powerful.
She's got too much power. Some guys can't handle that. Some guys just kind of like, well, they like submit to it, which is not a bad thing. Yeah. If you got a badass chick that can run the world,
why not be submissive?
Why not chill?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like that 100%.
Well, yeah, because so you were kind of feeling like her kids. Like, why isn't she picking up my FaceTime?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, Lisa, where are you? He's like, I'm at Sundance. Cook your own food.
Thank you. And I was like, hold on. I miss you. You know what I mean? That kind of like vibe, because imagine you see Lisa. Let's say I was dating or married Lisa.
Okay.
And it's Sundance time. And she ignoring my phone calls. Oh, I'll show up there. Right. I'll show up there, but not like a trained dog. I'll show up in some house shoes, pajamas, and a wife beater. And she's like, oh, it's cold outside. I don't give a damn how cold it is. Why you answer my third time? Face come, well, babe, I was working. Working too much to see me?
She'd be like, correct.
Yeah, correct. I was like, what?
And then you'd be like, cool.
Cool. What you been doing all day? She'd be like, look around. I was like, well, it does look nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Oh, you can pillow these off? You can peel these off? Okay. You pillow. I was like, okay, well, girl, go ahead, continue. I miss you.
And you show up like fake confidence. So you show up and you're like, what are you doing? And she's like, shut up, I'm working. And you're like, yeah, you better get back to work. And then you go back home, like thinking you like were the man and you won, but she just completely destroyed you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the least of vibe I would get. Like you walk in there all confident, like, yeah, it does look nice in here. Mm-hmm. You are working hard. Mm-hmm. Get back to work. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I was already here. You're like, yeah, that's what I said. And you go back home and you're like, I think I lost that one.
Well, next time you answer your FaceTime call. She's like, I will when I'm not busy. Well, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah. You're like, nothing changed.
Nothing had changed.
Then we switch over to the hot tub time machine. Okay. Now, dude, let's talk about, first off, Whitney is talking about her husband and throwing a party for him.
Yeah.
His birthday.
Justin doesn't deserve it, but
Can we talk about how epic that dude's situation is? First of all, every time they show him, I just think it's her dad for a second. Not because he looks like her dad, but just because the vibe is so like dad that I just go, oh shit. And then I'm like, oh, that's the husband.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that guy won the game of life.
Yeah.
So he walks away with like the best looking chick on the show.
Yeah. By far.
She's like the youngest.
By far.
The youngest, but like
32.
She's young. The best looking by far. And let's be real, the most level headed.
And fun.
And the most fun.
Yeah.
So it's like, how's that even possible? And he's old and like completely not in her league.
And he was dating when they met. He cheated. Go ahead.
She worships him.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
That's what I can't get over is the fact that like there's a lot of these guys that have like, oh, a better looking wife, but like they're always like, oh yeah, this guy's annoying. Whitney worships her husband.
Yeah. You'd think
and she's the prize of the show.
Correct. You would think this guy has her family tied up because the fact that
I mean, incredible.
Like I don't understand how this girl is so submissive, how she's like lives for Justin. Like when I say lives, oh my, this girl. Dude. I want to tell her, girl, I'm in LA.
I'm here.
I can show you something outside of Park City. You don't have to do this.
You're like, I don't have the money yet. But as long as you're not interested in money,
exactly.
I can be your guy.
Listen, money doesn't bring you happiness all the time.
And she's like, yeah. And you're like, okay, I don't disagree.
Yeah, it's like, goddamn right, I love money.
But dude, that guy must be like the best hang ever. And he must have a wrench on him.
I don't know. I mean, he has like a dad body, you know? Like
he must be like a great dude. Like he must be like have great energy.
Yeah.
And then he must have an absolute weapon. Because
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that. All I know is like also money makes you have a weapon.
That's true. Does it grow when you have money? When you have a lot of money?
Yeah, it grows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. I heard once you get
some money.
I know once you have 6 figures in your bank account, it grows like 2 inches. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But yeah, this guy Justin is living. So we get to the hot tub time machine.
Yeah, dude. And before she even comes out, let's talk about Jen walking out of the bathroom.
And that goddamn Rihanna lingerie and
dude,
like what? And she lifts up. I didn't want to see it.
It's like a rap video.
I didn't want to see it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Why was it uncomfortable?
Because she had like a big chest and a flat butt. Okay, she looked like a lava lamp. Right?
A lava lamp's back. Lava lamp goes like this, right?
That is true. She
like upside down lava lamp.
Well, put it like this. She look. Well, Evan, since you said it like that,
lava lamp, yeah. I just was like thought about it for a second. I was like,
well, not the ones that. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, flip it upside. Flip it upside down. Yeah, upside down cake. All right,
top.
I never want to say, girl, put some clothes on.
I celebrate any woman that wants to like express herself and go for it and dress however the hell she wants. I love
that as well.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, but some people.
But it's also like a setting thing too. It was like they're just jumping in the hot tub and having a glass of wine and talking about life. It wasn't like a party. There was no like you saw Whitney the way she dressed. Very normal, just kind of like calmed. I know you were crossing your fingers. Because you saw Jen come out.
I saw Jen.
You're like, look, hey.
I was like, match her
we're
energy.
in.
Match her energy, Whitney,
Right.
please. And the fact that she said, like, you know what, Jen, I'm going to let you have this, that hurt me. Hurt me.
It was disrespectful.
I literally, let me just say, I was watching it. I had to put the TV on pause.
Yeah.
And just I blew the candles out, turned the lights on.
Right.
I was like, you know
Pulled
what?
down the poster of Whitney and just said, all right.
Yeah. I put the lotion up. I did a lot. I was just, it's like, well, this ain't going to be one of those kind of nights.
Dude, she would look like a rap video at Vegas. Like she came out with, she did like the twerk thing that was a little uncomfortable.
Oh, that's not, I don't want to.
And then she did like the fuzzy boots.
I'm just saying her personality, when she come on screen, it devalue her looks. Like I can't stay.
Yeah.
When I look at her, I see her attitude.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like my preference. Like she's of no way, shape, or form does she look like a grandmother that's just been working out all day. Like her body's not like, my grandma. I saw my grandmother naked one time. She have a body like a leaf. And
why did you see your grandma naked?
Bro, I'll never forget. I was she didn't know, she didn't think anyone was in the house, and I was cutting school that day, and she came home and I came home, and I remember so in the living room area, her door is like it's a grandma in Louisiana South. Her door was in like kind of like the living room where she like her room is. Yeah. So when I'm in the living room, I'm running home, I like making sure I'm sneaking in the house. She comes out butt naked. I'm like, what the? After that day, I was a perfect attended student. I didn't cut class.
Have you ever walked in on your parents having sex?
Hell no. I hope not.
Have you ever heard it?
No. Hell no.
Nothing. Because I knew a kid. This is real. Okay. I knew a kid whose parents would light a candle outside of their bedroom
to let them know.
To let him know, like, don't come a knocking. How insane is that?
Is that guy still living?
Because I do not know. I had another friend in high school whose parents didn't even care. What? She would come home from the middle of school and they'd be banging on the couch. And they'd be like, Mom, like, oh, sorry, we'll go upstairs.
What the?
Yeah.
What kind of kids do you know?
Voyeuristic parents. Or not voyeuristic, but exhibitionist parents, I guess. I know. She said that was horrific. They were just like these free-spirited kind of hippies, and like they would just bang on the couch in the middle of the day. And like it wasn't intentional, but it was just like, oh, like let's have sex right now. And then we forgot that it's 2:30 and our kid's going to be walking home any second.
Oh, no, I'm never on that kind
I'd be scarred.
Yeah, I'm scarred right now. Listen to that story. I think I might have to like fist fight my pops.
But you never even caught a hint of anything.
Nah. If anything, I would have so my mom, and so when we lived in our house in Louisiana, my mom had her bedroom, and right outside her bedrooms were the washing machine and the dryer. So even
perfect
if
cover,
you see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to down on me. So I was wondering, I was like, we didn't have that many clothes. You washed every night?
Right. Yeah. Just tuk. It's like the dryer's going at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Well, hold on now.
It was only on for about 2 minutes. Huh. Must be a
I don't know
small
too much.
load. Sorry, bad joke.
Wait, what the?
Okay.
Small load? Evan, I'm trying to tell
that's
you.
pretty good. That was a good dad joke.
That was.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, so Whitney's loving her husband. I'm going to throw this amazing party, talk about how much he sacrificed for her. I'm like, let me tell you one thing. He did not sacrifice one thing for you. He got rid of anything that got in the way of you. Yeah. He got rid of the church. He got rid of the ex. He got rid of everything. And he got with the young hottie. So, Whitney, you're giving him way too much credit.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an easy equation.
She needs to wake up soon, but go ahead.
And call you? Is that what you're trying to say?
She's in this trance right now.
Yeah. No? But man, I also really liked how Whitney handled the whole jacuzzi thing.
As far as like how Jen was shitting on Mary?
Yeah, and like, dude, first of all, Jen is like, you ever know those friends where it's like every time you see them, they complain about the same things?
It gets annoying.
And you're just kind of like, here we go again. Like, okay, yeah, I get it, man. Work sucks. Or, oh man, I get it, man. Like, traffic's bad, or like it's the same thing every time you see him, and you're just kind of like, it's the boy who cried wolf at this point with Jen. Like, we get it, you're beefing with her about what she said, but if you bring it, like if I'm hanging out in the jacuzzi with you and you bring it up again, and I like that about Whitney because she just kind of said like, she's my friend, she never did anything to me, she's gonna be there.
I love that. No, I love when she stand on her own 10 toes. Okay, but as far as like Jen, Mary lives rent free in Jen's head. We all know that. We all can accept that. Now, Jen she got to understand she's walking a dangerous line here because she's constantly bashing Mary. It's like a broken record at this point. These women are going to say like, okay, enough is enough. Like you said, that friend always brings the energy down. We're in a jacuzzi. It's cold outside. This pool is warm. It's heated. We dripping champagne. I mean, we dripping drinking wine.
Yeah.
We chilling. You got your bathing suit on, okay? You got a little titty meat out. I don't know what that's called, but I'm over here just chilling. I'm ready. I'm ready for my husband's birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to plan that. And all you can think about is Mary. Who brought Mary up?
And remember, she even said, like, there's going to be no bullshit at my party.
She said
like,
that.
there will absolutely be no, like, fighting at my party.
Oh, my God. And I feel like Jen wants to fight with Mary every time. And Mary is chill.
Mary's chill.
Because we cut to the next scene, and what is Mary doing? Mary's with her assistant. She don't even know what this woman does outside.
That was dark. Okay, can we talk about how dark that was?
Why would you say that's dark?
Dude, think about it. Okay, so she's getting ready with the housekeeper.
Yeah.
And the first thing she says, she goes, oh, yeah, I've had her for 20 years. 20 years she's been in my house. And I go, wow, it's a long time. And then the second thing she goes is, I don't know. She makes a point to say, I don't know anything about her. And I don't know anything about what she does in her personal time.
Because that's none of her business.
That's a lie.
What do you mean?
To know someone for 20 years.
Yes.
See them every day. They cook your food. They clean your house. You're with them. And never know anything about them.
Man, I was with my ex for 3 years. I didn't know where she worked. I just knew she got up and went somewhere. I was like, you gonna be off at 5? I'll be off at 5. Like, no, that's none of my business.
That's like a Sebastian Maniscalco bit where he's like, he's talking about how like, he's like, my dad didn't even know where I went to school. And he's talking about how all these parents nowadays are so like overbearing and overreaching and they're all like super like helicopter parents. He's like, my dad didn't even know where I went to school. And I feel like Mary is like that with like, but I felt like, dude, this person takes care of you all day long and you can't ever ask like, hey, how's life?
No, I don't pay you for personal questions. I'm sorry, Evan. I'm a strict boss. I don't want conversation. I don't care about. You ever see those guys that fake interested in someone else's like story or origin story or upbringing? Oh. Like your boss asks you, so Ev, like where did you grow up? And you start talking like, well, I grew up in Orange County, both parents and all that. And then, hey, can you open the door for you? Yeah, my like, Postmates is outside. Yeah.
So
why would Mary is keeping it
and
real?
They're just like totally, it's great.
Yeah. Mary is keeping it real. She's the realest one on the show.
Okay, she might be real, but it's dark. She's real dark. It's kind of like, I don't care about you, and I'm going to be honest about the fact that I don't care about you. Now, do I appreciate if someone who doesn't care about me tells me, like they don't fake like they care about me? Sure.
You appreciate that.
But I think as a human being, you should show respect to other human beings.
I agree.
And it's not like they met that night. 20 years.
That's a long
You should
time.
show some care for like a human being.
I hear you.
As a human being.
Man, I hear you. But at the
that's
same
my
time,
beef with that.
No, it's no beef. It's no beef at all. But I'm just saying, that's Mary's preference. If she doesn't want to answer that question, doesn't want to ask that question, she don't have to answer it. She don't have to ask that question. Right. She's like, yo, I pay you for this position right here.
Right.
Now, the fact that she broadcast and said like, damn, I don't know anything about that is dark. I would have never said that live on air. But maybe she just like realized. It's one
thing to think like, hey, we're not very close.
Yeah.
But it's another to be like, I'm going to make a point to say that I don't care about her at all.
Correct.
That was weird.
And that's where I'm more on the same page. Like, why broadcast that?
Yes.
That's a bad characteristic trait anyway.
So I want to get into something at the. Should we get into the Mary T / drama at the end of the episode, or should we get into it now?
All right. We'll just get into it now. So
I got something to show you.
Evan sent me what?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the first thing.
Okay, Evan sent me a YouTube video.
Multiple people sent me this video.
And honestly, for one, if you're on family members, is this my camera right?
Yeah.
Okay. Family members. If you see one of your family member is shining on TV and living her best life, don't come out the woodworks and come interview on these shitty podcasts and try to create and make wave on your family member's name. Okay, let her do her thing. All right, you had all this time to be her friend and bury the hatchet, but now she's on TV blowing up and you come out the woodworks and say all these negative things and saying she's a lie and all that, that's so corny to me. That's so rude. Let the girl have her moment. Go ahead.
Okay. This video was of a cousin coming out and saying, well, I'll post it in the notes. This video was of a cousin coming out and saying, hey, I'm a military guy. I was a part of the church for a long time. The grandma, this whole thing was like a setup. Mary basically stole the church from her. Mary was being excommunicated from the church by grandma, the pastor. Like that the whole thing was like that Mary's whole line of like, I didn't want to even get married, but grandma wanted me to. Grandma gave me the church, gave me the money, gave everything, is like BS according to this cousin. That's like, no, like she was getting kicked out. She was crazy. And then apparently like what happened at the very end was like grandpa fell in love with her. They kind of stole the church out from under everybody and use and abuse the money and the funds to basically live a lavish lifestyle off these like not very wealthy people, and they steal money from them and they like mortgage their, get their mortgage homes off of them, like all this crazy stuff. So that was really dark and really weird to hear. So I have another video to show you. And
is it him?
No.
Okay.
This is this is different. So this is a video. We'll play it while we're doing this. Of
by the way, I haven't seen this video.
Mary being recorded at her own church. Someone in the church, like audio recorded Mary going off.
Recently?
Yeah, I don't know if it doesn't say exactly when it was, but it's Mary going off in her church to her church members about something. So
is this kind of like Tom Cruise-ish? You know, Tom Cruise just went off on his team on the set.
Oh, really? Did he?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, is this a copycat video?
No, this is
could be a prodigy.
This is like someone made a TikTok of it basically. Could like they took pictures of her and then
parody.
So click on that, watch it a couple times.
Okay. All right. This might be a parody video of Tom Cruise. Let me see.
You know, stupid, you're not in church. Coming in here draining me. I ain't preaching over y'all sin. I'm doing everything else. Y'all ain't helping. Halfway pay your tithes. I got 14 birthday cards. Joe stingy self. You're poor people. I don't want no poor people around me. You're poor self. And if you ain't poor, you stingy, so you still poor. God said you was poor. Said you really, what's that scripture, Norman? Lord, you gave it to me over and over.
If you're gonna call your people in your church poor and stingy while wearing designer clothes, at least have that verse memorized that she asks for. Yeah. She goes,
Norman,
she goes, what's that verse?
What's that scripture?
She didn't even know the verse to diss them with. Okay, what do you think about that?
Well, we don't know the significance of this. We don't even know how pissed off she was. Like, it could be her family members talking crazy to her. We don't know.
No, this is at a church.
Yeah, at a church. And
this
family
is in
members,
the church.
Yeah.
So she's talking to the church saying, you guys are poor. I don't like the fact that you're poor. You need to pay me more. All I got was 14 birthday cards this year. Like basically saying like, that's all I get.
Yeah.
While she's wearing designer clothes. I mean, how do you defend that?
I let me just say this. For one, coming from my birthday being next week, I don't really have a lot of birthday cards, and I expect a lot more this year. Okay. I understand. I'm gonna put myself in her Gucci stilettos. She had absolutely
this
right.
Guy, dude.
Only 14.
This
only 14.
Guy.
As much as she done for that church, build it up from the ground.
What has she done? You know the church is closed currently right now.
Yeah.
And the reason is because the pulpit is cracked due to an earthquake. That's the reason why it's closed.
Okay, so well, hold on. God said time out. God said time out, Mary. Hold on, they not paying you enough. Let's go get it. And she's like, that may be the word. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't want poor people around me. Have you ever
heard? They're paying your bills.
Well, hold on now. If they're paying my bills, why stop? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Poor people is like negative. Have you been around a poor person? That energy is terrible. You know, man, it's so draining. You're like, it makes you appreciate why people.
But keep sending the check.
Okay. That's all she's saying.
God wants you to. God wants me to have this nice house.
If you don't want to have that diss about poor people and stuff like that, have more than 14 birthday cards. That's all I'm saying. 14 more birthday cards.
They should be rallying and saying, hey, let's get her more cards.
That should, you know what them cards come with? Money. Okay. Now, honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. Next week, if I have under 17 birthday cards, everyone in my life is poor. Okay. Right. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I don't want poor people around me. Now, Evan, I'm expecting the card. But go ahead.
I got a card. It's one of those ones that open up and like has a song in it. There's no money, but the card is beautiful.
Well, damn it, you can keep that money.
Love the card.
You can keep that card.
So anyway, you guys make your own call on those videos. We'll post them below in the notes. I found them to be pretty indefensible, pretty dark, and pretty like, whoa. And I'll be honest with you, I am pretty sensitive about like church.
It's
you know,
crazy.
People stealing money, like all these celebrity pastors and all this shit. Like all these people, like basically, like the way I look at it is like this.
What's that?
The church thing's weird because it gets, you know, people have like different views on like money in the church. But the way I look at it is like this. If you saw a guy who started a nonprofit organization, where he was feeding children in Africa, right? Starving kids. And then you saw him driving in a Lambo. You'd be pissed because you'd be like, wait, everyone's donating money and you're using that money to buy a Lambo. That's what I look at like a church, like a person who's like a pastor.
So many stories.
I look at it like you're abusing power.
But there's so many stories like that.
Doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. But I'm saying Mary is one of those people that those stories. So I can't. Again, is it wrong? Yes. But can we blame her? Yes. But but
can we blame her? Yes.
But she's not like going. She's not putting a gun to your head and say, "Give me money." Right. You're doing it at your own will.
Sure.
So her saying like,
so it's kind of half their fault for being dumb.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even call them dumb because they're doing it at their own validity. So I'm saying this. If you are clearly they're not poor because they're giving like, you know, birthday cards to her and they're giving money to the church.
Right.
But also they don't expect anything back. That's what good people do. They think like, yo, God is going to bless me. So if you're giving her money, you looking for a blessing, then that's your own issue. So she did not say anything like, yo, give me your money. Yeah. She said, if you want to donate, and then she probably got upset like, yo, hold on, it's more than that. Oh, what are y'all poor? Yeah. You know what I mean? So right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, and it's so many other pastors that does it.
It's a common problem. It's a common problem.
Honestly, we have pastors that really want to, like ministers that really want to help their people. And then you also have ministers that are kind woman.
Definitely. So, It's bad. It's bad. Okay. Let's go back. So now Lisa's back at it. She's running around, kicks the kids to the curb.
Of course.
You know, because they're like trying to get a hold of her and she's just like, I'm busy. And she told her, she's like, mommy is out of commission.
MIA. You better eat those Buffalo Wild Wings, kids.
Hey, which brings up an interesting concept to me, because I was thinking about this and it ties into me with the coach being gone all the time.
Okay.
If you're like a super successful business person, it's really hard to like be there as a parent. That's right? True. You kind of have to choose. Like, I don't know very many like super successful people that like are also able to be home a lot with their kids. It's kind of like, if you want the wealthy lifestyle, you got to like the person. Oh, and it also ties in with, we'll talk about it later with the Brooks thing. And, you know, Seth not being home for the fashion show. That's 3 different people that like are busy with work that can't be with their kids. And it is kind of like, it's really hard to be successful and be there for your kids. It is hard.
At least said that, and I completely 100% agree. Like my dad, I come from that. Like my dad, we come from a middle class household. Mm-hmm. And in order for my dad to keep that, because my mom didn't work, he has to always, work.
Always be going.
So to I love living in a middle class household with my sisters and stuff like that. So, did I see him? Like probably, I'm with my sisters when I was younger, 24/7. I was with my dad probably like 8 hours a day or something like that, like in the morning, sometimes at night when he come home from work. But I knew Monday through Friday, I knew he was his own boss. But when you do that, you gotta like sacrifice like spending time with your children.
Sure.
So
sure.
you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, and these guys are like upper class.
Yeah.
So then it's even more.
It's even more.
Because it's like, dude, I'm gone for 3 months on some business trip in China or something. Like, I don't, I'm running big deals and shit. Like, I'm not home. So
no. Listen, again, my dad was like, yo, poor people energy is not good. So I don't want to be poor.
See that guy hanging out all the time?
Yeah.
He's broke.
He's broke. You see them people in them church and not giving Mary that money? They're broke.
Someone give me a birthday card. Okay. Then we got Whitney and Heather get together and have a drink.
Heather, by the way, Mexican mule, I don't know what that is, but it sounds strong.
Sounds good.
Whitney just make everything sexy. All right, but yeah, go to her conversation. Again, Heather is, she says jealous when she looks at how this woman, Whitney, just like live for Justin. And she wants that. Like, she wasted 15 years on her ex. And she kind of like, I wouldn't say envy, but she kind of like, yo, I could been doing all this stuff. Now she's drinking. She want to get loose. She want to get wild. And they showed a flashback picture of her and her husband. She looks completely different. I didn't even know that was Whitney. I was like, who? Where's Whitney? I mean, where's Heather? When did she come in? I was like, you looking at her. I was like, oh shit. So now, but she, like she said, she got 3 precious, beautiful girls out of the situation. But now she wants to live.
She wants to get it.
But is it too late? Maybe. But
and by live,
leave with the swirl.
Get the D. Get
the D with not any kind of D. The BD.
Seriously.
Or what she would say, the BC. Cock-a-doodle-doo. She
just wants it.
She wants it.
Because she was even saying, like, later on, she's like,
yeah.
Well, we'll have to get into it. But
okay.
She's clearly saying, like, I just want to bang.
That's it.
And I'm having a hard time finding dudes who want to bang in this town.
Well, Heather.
This comes back always to the same thing. Here's my number.
My DMs are open.
Man, yeah, she was, but she was. I felt bad for her though, because she was getting like emotional about the fact that like, hey, like I've been trying to find guys, and it's really hard out here. Like they're all weird, or like they all feel like I'm weird, or like. And Heather was being a really good friend by saying, hey, like enough, don't stop making excuses. You got to get out there and you just got to go
talking about
for
Whitney?
It.
Yeah.
Whitney. Oh yeah, sorry. Heather was making excuses, and like Whitney called it out. And at first I thought, yeah, Whitney, that was really good of you to do that.
Yeah.
Tell Heather, stop making excuses. You just got to do it. You got to make your own whatever. And then I thought, easy for you to say, Whitney.
That is true.
Right? If you walked into a bar looking like Whitney and you said, who wants to have sex?
Sweetie.
I mean, it would just be a line out the door. So for her, it'd be like, just go do it. It's like, well, that's another thing. Like, never take advice from someone who's like a super good looking person, because their life is not the same as yours.
Exactly.
Things are very different for them. You ever meet a girl that's like a 12 out of 10 and never listen to her about anything, because her life is so different.
You preaching
than everyone else's.
You preaching like Mary.
Because she can just walk up to any job and get the job immediately. Walk up to the guy, get any guy.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to hang out with her. Like, everything's easy.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit like, I get what you're saying, Whitney, but at the same time, like, not the same thing.
Listen, I put like this for the viewers, and I put in this analogy. If Whitney would have came up to me and was like, hey, you want to have sex? Girl, my clothes is off. If Heather came up to me and was like, you want to have sex? I was like, hold on. Are you COVID free? Are you?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's
talk. Tested?
Let's see if there's chemistry.
Yeah, let me just. Why are you so horny? What's going? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be. We need to talk about this.
I need to see what is going on. Is this a dare? I need to know.
Well, yeah, and I really like her, and I could imagine being like, I'm divorced. I'm
those the freakiest ones. Them divorced women,
dude.
Shit.
They're looking for it.
That black
they've been
guy,
miserable for a long time.
Can we check on that black guy? She put it on. He gone. All right. I know. I had that look in her eyes. Shit.
Can we check on him?
Can we check on that black guy?
Dude, he's gone, man.
A divorced woman with 3 kids.
Murder.
And
she murdered him.
Shit.
In heat. He's dead. He's dead. She killed him, buried his body out in the wilderness.
He's not making it to this Sundance, I'll tell you that.
No. So then, let's just see. Okay, then we got... Jen has this weird premiere for her friend kind of during Sundance, which is like another house party, which is kind of bizarre.
These weirdo rappers.
Okay, then we're wearing their own merch. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think about like an artist wearing their own merch?
That means you're not a big enough artist.
Yeah, it feels a little weird when they first came up and they were wearing their own like sweatshirts, and I was just kind of like, that's a weird move.
Not a tough group. I could just tell these are not.
No.
I was like, ugh,
Not a tough group of guys.
She was like, yo, the hardcore streets of Salt Lake. I was like, what? Ugh.
Yeah.
What is this, snow? Is
Yeah.
that what? That's so
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
like
yeah.
these guys look soft.
It
I
was
like,
a soft vibe.
man, what?
Forternity.
That's
I mean,
the name
even
of
the
it.
name, you know what I mean? The name just like was like, wow. But
Man.
hey, you know, they might be great guys, but
Man,
it was a weird name.
Evan, if you got to have a documentary premiered at Jen House, you're not that hard. You're not that good.
And I also thought it was weird that it was a documentary about a rap group that none of us have ever heard of.
Never heard of them. Jen was like, yo, they have a similar story to mine. I was, so they phony. Now,
Yeah, I just thought it was weird. I was like, why? Who makes a documentary about a group you've never heard of? Like, maybe I'm missing something, or maybe they have like a crazy story or something. But
well, also, I want to talk about this. At her party, Whitney invited these beautiful women, these girls from Vanderpump Rules or something like that.
yeah, the two girls.
The two girls.
Who were they?
I was watching with my 6-figure queen, and she
right.
she tells me that these girls were on Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, so they were on another show.
Yeah,
Oh.
and this girl, the blonde chick, used to get wild
Yep.
and drunk and used to scream at people.
Okay, love
and
it.
the other one, the beautiful one that I fell in love with.
Oh, so you
instantly-
liked the brunette more than the blonde?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I heard they kind of like in a Whitney situation. They both married older, so you know what that mean? Money. And
You can't compete. I mean, like, here's the thing: if you ever meet a girl,
yeah.
you could always beat the guy in looks. You could always beat the guy in young. You could always beat the guy in body. But when someone's got like $100 million, like, it's the ultimate card. It's the ultimate, just like, well, it was nice meeting you. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't beat it. It's the ultimate card.
Well, also, I think that women are attracted to like I wouldn't say these. Yeah, I think every woman is attracted to a man that like got it. Like, look, even if you don't have it, power, even if you don't have power mentally, if you like give off the energy like you have it, it's something about him. Like, you ever seen these ugly guys without money, just like pull these baddie chicks because he believes in himself, like he's dominant, and women, it's just that aura
It's
they
like
give off.
It's like a tribe.
Yeah,
Who's like the leader of the tribe?
The leader of the
right?
tribe, yeah.
It's not about the looks. It's about the guy who's got the most like, dominance.
of course.
Yeah, it is what it is. So those chicks, it makes sense why they look like that, and they're married. They're hooking up with like older guys,
And it makes sense why Justin is with Whitney.
100%. So yeah, what were you saying? They were talking with
Oh, those ladies, and they're going with Heather, and Heather is, of course, had been Heather, and it was like, you need to get laid and all that. They was like, what? How do you divorced? And she's like, you need to get back into it. So while they're discussing that at the party, Jen is on the other end talking to this innocent black guy. Looked like he didn't want to be there.
he did look innocent, didn't he?
He looked like he was innocent. Didn't want to be there. He was like, yo, I'm just standing by this big speaker because I need to take it out.
He looked like he just left the Mormon church like 3 days before, and this was like his first time.
This first time.
And then she's like, "You drink?" And he's like, "I don't."
No, I don't drink. No. Well, listen, here, this girl's about to come over. She's very drunk. She want to have sex. Good luck. Wait, whoa, no. I was, hey, what's happening? She's all loud. He didn't get a word in. He didn't get, Heather knew what she wanted. She seek and destroy. That's what she does. She listen, the guy didn't say too. He tried to talk. She was like, shut up. All right. Listen, you say you go to your car, you put this jacket on with your hoodie up. We're getting the fuck out.
I'm sneaking you
I'm
out
sneaking.
of here.
You hold my hand. Hold my hand.
He was a
like, whoa.
gazelle,
He's a gazelle.
and he was just grazing.
And she
just
she was, yep.
and then the hungry
Yeah.
hungry
In
lion
heat.
heat
Hasn't eaten in like 2 months, 3 months.
was just like, it's time to feast
Yep.
on that poor little soul.
And that guy didn't have a chance. He was like,
He was just drinking water out of the fountain,
yeah.
and she came over and said, "I'm gonna take you for dinner."
I could have swore when she was getting the word out, she was like, yeah, but my wife is over there. No, you gonna grab my hand? I'm gonna grab my hand. To help my wife.
I think he did say like, "Babe, I'll talk to you tomorrow." Like, I'm not sure. I need to double check the tape, but I'm pretty sure he just said like, "I don't have a chance." And she was like, "I'm too afraid of that lady. Like, just take him."
I'll just take, this woman can tackle both of us. All right. So
Because the shot went from like, hey, like talking for 1 minute to like they were walking out.
Walking
together.
out. And I'm pretty sure he just wanted to, I think he was taking pictures or something. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but he was just chilling in his own world. And Jim was like, yo, do you drink? Are you single? That's all I need to know. This woman is drunk. She ready to have sex. Congratulations. Whoa, I'm celibate. Not tonight. Okay.
And she's like, "Don't worry, I don't need a drink." I can do it without it.
I can do what that's exactly what she said. That is exactly what
I don't think I've ever seen someone be that straightforward before. Like in real life, at least. I've never seen a woman be that straightforward.
It was so straightforward.
First meeting.
It was so straightforward. I thought it was fake.
It did feel like that. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so she got it.
Yeah.
She got taken care of, at least. Or he's dead. I don't know what happened. But she could have killed him.
We need to check on him.
We need to check on it. We need to look at like the credits and see if that guy's alive.
Because 100%.
Because the lion might have just feasted.
Let me tell you something. With that kind of lion, she forces you to take a Cialis pill.
Oh yeah.
It's a couple of times because you ain't gonna last. You ain't gonna last.
This is not a one and done.
Thank you.
This is like a 12-hour situation. This is 15 years of divorce taken out on you.
I have 3 kids at home. I'm not coming home tonight. You gonna take this pill? All right, I'm gonna just take this pill. I don't drink. Okay, water. Yeah, okay.
No water.
No water.
I want you to suffer like I suffered for 15 years. Get on the bed.
This guy, I'm trying to tell you, this girl had a sex with him so good, the sheets is going in that man's ass.
He's tied up to the bed still to this day.
Still to this
skeleton.
Day. Didn't eat. Yeah.
She never fed him. She forgot him.
She forgot about him.
She left him there. Paid for the room for 6 months, so no one went in. The do not disturb.
Do not disturb sign on there. That man is. We need to check on James. He look like a Jimmy Rowe.
He's a corpse. Oh my God. Okay. Then we go over to Meredith's house and we got Brooks getting ready for the fashion show.
I'm not a big fan of Brooke.
Why?
Again, the West Hollywood vibe and the fact that he's getting ready. Like, this is a big opportunity. Meredith got an opportunity. We go. I'm for everyone who's trying to pursue their dreams. Right? You're getting ready. You have Meredith's like, let's go. The dude still has his face mask on. I love my skin regimen. Okay,
do you have a regimen?
Oh, of course.
Really?
Yes.
Listen, what is it? I want to know what it is.
Oh, all right. Well, I know.
Give me like a quick rundown of it. Okay. Not like the name brand, but like, what do you do?
So wake up in the morning, boom, face wash. Okay. Then wait a couple minutes, put that toner on your skin. You gotta put that toner on your skin. Okay. Now, sometimes like my skin in this LA heat, I get a little dry. I don't use any lotion. I use the Cetaphil soap. Cetaphil lotion. Okay. Right? Boom. Now, if I'm feeling good, I go home. Like, let me go home later on the night, relax. I put a green mask on my face. Okay.
Every night? Mask every night?
Nah. It's like I skip like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
You know, like twice a week.
Those
that's
are mask
good.
day.
It's like mask day. All right. And then I have this little this little thing that sucks your dry skin. The pores out, like the dryness and all that.
Yeah.
Suck that out. Right. Then I have this steamer because you want to exfoliate. You have this steam, right? Oh my God. Yeah. You don't know me. And I have this steam, right?
Serious.
And then you're gonna sweat, right? Then after that, wash my face again. Boom. Skin is shining. Wow. It only takes me like 20 minutes. This guy.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 3 months now.
3 months now.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's tightly correlated to something else that's been about 3 months.
Well, I don't know what you expect. Okay. I don't know what you're insinuating.
So before this random 3 month start, what were you doing? Any face stuff?
Yeah, I was doing face stuff.
But not nearly as much. Not to the extent.
Exactly.
Because it sounds like you're using someone else's gear.
Well, no, I'm not using it. Well, did someone introduce me to this gear?
And yes. Did you purchase it for yourself, or did you when you're at this person's house, do you then use the gear?
Why? No, I purchased it for myself, and I have it at their house. Now,
duplicates. You got to have duplicates.
You have
redundancy.
Now, she fell off. I'm still on. Okay.
Really?
Now I'm looking at stuff.
So she's not as consistent as you are.
No, she works. I'm like,
right. Yeah,
she works.
Right.
Man, look what I'm. My skin is skin. Okay. And I say that to say this. Brooke, is no way you should be 45 minutes late to your party. No, you're not your party, your fashion show. You're a designer, dog.
He had the nervous shits.
It's no nervous shits.
This is what I think. I think he had the nervous shits. He shit in that toilet, blew the toilet out, starts going all over the place, and then the dog starts nervous shitting. You see that?
He told the dog shut up. He told the dog to shut up. The dog started barking.
Everybody's shitting. Everybody's like, I'm so nervous.
He did probably, yeah. Then he was like, yo, didn't you try to blame Meredith? Did you stop? Who stopped the toilet up? I'm like, you. The alarm is going. Yeah, Mom.
And she's like, what?
Oh my God, what's up with? That's why Seth don't want to be around them. The way those voices,
I love it.
that tone,
Even in the middle of like a panicked situation, it's just like, what?
What? No.
It's like, I'm so stressed out right now. This is a night. And she's like, I'm freaking out.
Then Lisa FaceTime her. Hi, Lisa. What's going on? And she's like, oh, you hear Lisa in the background again. I said, I miss you because she's working. She's like, baby, I gotta call you back. I'll see you at the fashion show. Blah, blah. Bye. Yeah. She's like, okay, bye.
And just like, oh. It's like everyone's on Xanax, dude. Like everyone's on Xanax. It's just
slow.
the chill ass vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just, I love that. I love that. Like, I'm so rich and chill that I just, even like when like shit's everywhere and like, I'm like, oh, I don't have time for this. They go to the fashion show, set up. I mean, it comes back to that thing. It's like, yeah, Seth isn't there, the dad, and you know they're talking to him, and you know the son is giving him a hard time about it, and you know Meredith is kind of giving him a hard time. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like you guys live a baller lifestyle. You're super rich. Like that takes a lot of hard work. Like I do sympathize for a guy that's like working his ass off.
I do as well,
to provide like a super high end lifestyle for everyone. Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of look at it like you can't give me a hard time for not being there. Like, dude, all this stuff costs a lot of money.
Yes.
The Range Rovers, the fucking, you know,
the design
12,000 square foot house. Like this shit costs a ton of money. And this, I have to like, the only way you can make that kind of money is making a lot of sacrifices.
How about that dope video he sent to Brooks?
I mean, it was kind of cool. He was like,
Dr. Seuss.
Like, this is your mountain. Like, take it up.
I love
Dr. Seuss.
That was Dr. Seuss.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This is your mountain or whatever?
No, yeah. It's on that book, All the Places You Go. Yeah.
So he was quoting it.
He was quoting Dr. Seuss.
Dope.
That was great. That's what I'm saying. I loved him for that.
I like that.
Oh, the places you go. Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
Yes. It was great. I'll never forget that book. Yeah.
I liked the video. I thought it was really cool.
I thought it came from like a very loving place, and it was very. I saw he's.
I think he's a good dad.
I was just about to say,
him and Meredith just are having issues.
There are differences, and maybe he's insecure, but whatever, he's still a great dad, I think. And it was a very heartwarming message, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like at the end of this, well, do you want to have kids?
Yeah, I want to have kids someday. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're going to handle that? Because I do feel like that's a really interesting thing. A lot of people grow up, like some people listening, like super wealthy parents, you probably relate to like not seeing your dad or mom a lot if they're both working and killing it. Maybe if you didn't have a lot of money, but you know, dad worked a normal job, just some like, let's say, some normal 9 to 5. He was probably around a lot more.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to me to go like, what's better? Mm-hmm. Like obviously there's bad parents and good parents, but like all things equal, if you have kids, where do you think you'll want to be with that situation?
I know I'll try to meet somewhere in the middle. Like I know that's asking and trying to like hope for too much, but like you on the road. Like I see how the people I open up for, like Brendan Schaub, he's on the road. You know, he has podcasts during the week, but he knows on Sundays and 2 days out the week he's spending family time. That's 3 out of 4 days. It's kind of like in the middle.
And on Sunday he doesn't have shows when he's on the road?
No, we fly back. Oh,
so you only do Friday, Saturdays?
But also we're going out twice a month on the road. So every weekend he's with his family and just twice a month. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But he's already established enough. Now when you put that hardcore
that's
work in.
That's the thing though, you had to be established.
Yeah,
it's the early days too when you're like.
Well, I don't want to have kids right now. I want to get like some kind of, you know, momentum behind me that I'm already like a little bit on the brink of establishing myself as a entertainer. Then I'll be able to like.
We can split my 5-year-old. That's totally fine.
I love your 5-year-old.
We can do like a splitsy thing. Like, hey, why am I spending time at Malik's house? Like, well, we decided to split you.
Well, I love that movie, Three Men and a Baby. So
4 people and a 5-year-old.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can work this out, and I'm willing to give her to you every 2 weeks.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for trusting me.
We'll work that out. I'm glad you said yes.
Well, no, I didn't say yes.
I'll send you the paperwork.
Well, no, I didn't say yes.
And we'll split ownership here so that I can have a weekend for free for myself.
Well, no, don't say it like that. I love you, 5-year-old. And again,
because I call you and you're like, I'm just getting up and it's 1 p.m. and I'm going, what is that like? Because
feels great.
It's been 5 years. and I haven't slept in past 7, and I'm losing my mind. Okay.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That was a little personal.
I'm fine.
It was a little personal, a little bit.
Dude.
Yeah.
Next week, another. We didn't even, real quick, let's touch on this. The Whitney Party Bus.
Oh, well, yeah.
Dude, they were getting wild. That was fun.
That was Whitney. Whitney is just a fun girl. Yeah, these housewives are jealous, and she can only.
When you can pull off both.
Yeah.
When you could do the strip club vibe and the like super serious woman, it's a keeper.
She's so mature.
She wins the game.
Again, Whitney. I'm here. On my DMs, they're open.
Again, subscribe on the podcast on YouTube. Give us some ratings, reviews.
Yep.
Hit us up if you got any more tea. Hit us up if you like the stuff.
Yeah.
We love you guys. This has been fun working on this and watching the show. It's a wild ride. We're going to keep hitting it. Anything else?
Man, that's it. Thank you so much, ladies. Appreciate you, Lisa. We'll be waiting for the tequila.
We're waiting. If it comes, we'll be hitting it.
Can't wait.
See you guys.